my... Once again. Could be thinking... That mean you'll... Hitting me, B. Hello, Pick, how are you? That's 4 times raw P. It never fails. Never fails. And I'm back now, but who knows? But I feel guilty for starting this stream walking away, but that's... There's a whole, what's in my smoothie? I have this berry blend. It has strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Berries, there's berries in there too. It's a triple berry blend. I know it has strawberries. I know it has blueberries. But it's, alright. I'm away from the microphone, you know? What is in my smoothie is strawberries and blueberries, cherries, both sweet cherries and black cherries, the red ones and the black ones, and then I put a little bit of juice in there. Sometimes it's apple juice, but it's not always apple juice. And then yogurt, Greek yogurt, for some protein, some bulk. But that's what's in my smoothie. Ew. Storm says ew. What makes you think that's ew? What I was saying, some streamers will have like their streams starting soon. You know what I mean? Where they'll have like 5 minutes of downtime beforehand. I think it sounds fire too, you know. My mom has been trying to get me to put like protein powder in them. There's this like banana cream protein powder, but it's what it comes down to is liquefaction, right? Because if you try to just put frozen fruit in there right away and try blending it, it's not gonna work. Okay, so what you have to do: put some frozen fruit in there, put some juice on it, then put your yogurt on. Because what I've tried to do is I've tried putting the yogurt in after the fruit, and I can't get the juice doesn't go down in the cup because the yogurt kind of like makes a seal. So it's like frozen fruit, yogurt sealing it, so you can't even, the juice can't get through, so it can't melt the frozen fruit. I would like to do that one day. I never had anyone in my live, so I just go right away. Right. Yeah. That was sort of my intention. It's sort of like, you know what? Let's sort of get people trickling in here, you know, because I've started it too right away, and I feel like that doesn't really give people enough time to sort of matriculate in. The Jews can't get through? What? Huh? I don't know about that, but hey. I'm gonna put my camera in the top right, because there's some text that I think would be important to see. But that's the other thing about like getting an actual overlay. I did actually download some overlays, but I'm too lazy to use them because I thought I'm gonna have to move everything over, you know, for that. The juice can't get through. Okay. Okay, yes. No, not Jews. The juice. Juice. I mean, Pick, tell me how you really feel, right? Right? I'm gonna lurk as I'm watching a movie. What movie are you watching, Storm? Lurker. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Have I heard that before? Have I heard of that movie before? I've heard of Beverly Hills Ninja. Y'all ever see that movie? Beverly Hills Ninja? With Chris Farley? That was a good movie. I like that movie. And Pick, why do you say lurker? Love Chris Farley. Absolutely. How's the Pokeball? Yeah, I was gonna say, what's your rule? And how's the Pokeball going, Storm? If I start something before a stream, I will lurk. That's valid. Because it's like, I was already doing this before you came on. Why would I stop what I'm doing? You know what I mean? It's sort of like, sometimes in the morning I'll hop on somebody's Twitch stream. Just kind of like get my bearings, you know, just to kind of start the day. I don't want to just jump right into streaming right away. I might try to ease my way into it. Like a latex gimsuit. So, but if the stream starts first, I will wait till I go, or if it's finished. I get that. It's, like, I might get caught, the reason I mention other people's streams is because I might get caught up watching somebody stream, and I just totally forget what I was going to do. Whether that be streaming, or whether that be something else, but, you know. But if the stream starts first, I will wait till I go, or if it's finished. Valid. Okay. But what am I doing right now? I'm just waiting for my smoothie to kind of thaw. Because if you try to just blend it right away, the frozen fruit isn't frozen enough, or it isn't melted enough, thawed, melted, to where when you try to blend it, it just turns into like a paste. It's just like a really thick, it's almost like those acai bowls. And then Storm wants me to stretch. Why is that so quiet? That's weird. I also totally forgot we're listening to music right now. Because I've had my headphones turned all the fucking way down. So, go figure. But Storm wants me to stretch, I'll do that real quick. 1 minute plank, you gotta be fucking kidding me, Storm. Damn it. Never a dull moment, huh? It's like, well, before I start this... You're evil, we'll love it. Well, that's the thing. It's really self-improvement, right? I believe that's what Twitch is all about. Because, why would you watch my program? There's a billion people. There's a billion people you could be watching. Why watch me, right? What makes me so special? Because you can torture me, right? Because why not? And you get to see it, too. You get to see it as if, like, I wouldn't bullshit you. That's the nicest one you've redeemed? Nah, bruh. Bicycle crunches? Fucking... What's that other one you had me do? Bicycle crunches and something else, I can't remember, but... Wall sits. Even wall sits were... No? Okay. But I believe Twitch is all about self-improvement, and so, what better way to improve yourself than by exercise? I even went for a little jog this morning, because I was like, kinda sick of, sitting in a chair all day, because I gotta drive 4 hours to go to work in Northern Ohio, and then 4 hours back down. Fridays and Mondays. I go up there for the weekend, work, and I come back down. Although this weekend, I came up there on like Wednesday, and I was there until Monday. Then I came back home. But, I digress. It's like, I am not here to listen to you yap, I'm here to watch you sweat. Alright, 1 minute plank, let's get physical, let's fucking go. Just... Whew. Oh my god. Vic, good luck, soldier. I appreciate it. also say BRB. Okay. Thank you, Storm. I'm not gonna be mad at you, because you know what? I liked it. In fact, I can't wait till the next one. Hell yeah, brother. I can't wait for the next one either, because I have a choice. That choice is I can get upset, or I could not. I could learn to overthink, or I could not. Choose. I decide. Alright, everybody. I kept you waiting long enough. That's not true, because I have a smoothie that I have to blend. So I'll be right back. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Can we get him for 5 out of 5, Storm? I think we can. I think we can. Supposed to be war drums. Alrighty. Give it the Tina noises. Alright. Alright. Gotta get rid of the E sign. Gotta hide it. Welcome back. Thank you, Storm. Good to be back. Good to be here in front of all of you lovely people. Alright. Are you ready, Storm? Are you ready for the war with the chosokabe? They only have one city, a couple castles, but they should be a pretty decent sized faction strength. But I don't want to piss off any other generals, so I'm gonna ask the Great Lord Chosokabe to combat. Not one-on-one combat, just my troops against his. Nope, but that's fun, isn't it? The moon is full, and my men are ready for battle. Alright, men. They're coming in mass. Archers, there. Infantry, there. Free. Follow me. I have 31 cavalry. Oh, baby. Ooh, baby, this is gonna be fun. 31 cavalry? Can't wait. We're gonna hammer and anvil, boys. Hammer and anvil. Go get him. That's a lot of blue. New enemies have arrived. Alright, cavalry, pull back. Pull back for another charge. Surprised the Great Lord Chosokabe doesn't have cavalry, but he does. Starting to field. Got him! Alright, boys. Once more. About them. Ooh. Cavalry, regroup. Okay, I finished the movie, so I'm done lurking. Awesome, awesome. You get to experience the beauty of this cavalry charge. Mounted Oda officer killed. This shall not stand. Kill them. Kill them all. Might as well send in the infantry to clean them up, rather than just relying on cavalry. Let me know then it starts. Bro, it's been starting. Although I suppose it would be better to wait for a fresh combat, because then you get to experience it, hopefully on new terrain, and then maybe it won't be so hilly, so the cavalry charge will be better. Oos. Yeah! I got the last one. Yeah! Alright, we only lost 1 man, the other 9 got wounded. Now, I don't see a beautiful anything. Alright, well, buckle up, buddy. Gotta find the enemy first. Wait, got shot at. Just got shot at. There they go. There they are. Alright, you guys there. You guys there. Cavalry keep following me. Cavalry, 35 infantry, 26 archers. Ah, they're not moving. Gee. Perhaps they need some motivation. You might as well charge too. Ooh, closing in on target. This way. Unless you're saying you don't see a beautiful anything because it's nighttime. That's valid. Ooh, got him. Wow, I'm getting tons of prisoners. No, it was not. Oh, it's not too dark? Yeah. That dude really running away. Like, top tier unit. Oosh. And now he's a dead tier unit. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. 276 versus 31. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna charge it. No tactics, just charge. Whoop, 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 whoop. Locking in. Are these mostly just veteran hired warriors? That's what it looks like. Yeah! We did it. We kicked their ass. Nice. Great Lord Chosokabe managed to escape. Darn. I could recruit some more units, but eh. Do I need to? I mean, I'll take the retainers. But the 10 hired guards, do I need 10 hired guards and I only have 300 troops in my party? I think 300 is enough. But, so did you lose? No, I did not. We won. We kicked their ass, bro. Yep. Alright, and these are all the enemies we captured. Veteran skirmishers. Chosokabe officer, master archer, Hatamoto guard. Wait, why am I doing that? I don't need prisoners. I dig no. Well, not kill them all. I knock them out. Just because of the type of weapon that I have. So. Stubborn Nanbu horse. Eh. I will take it just. Oh, I got rotten chicken. How's it rotten, bro? It's like grabbing this stuff. Do I need to grab it? No, I don't. I'm in enemy territory. Like, I'm getting 30,000 gold a week. Why? Why? You know? Got a problem, though. Because it's like, well, why wouldn't I take it? You know? Taking it, because it's gonna make me money, and money's what makes the world go round. The Demon Slayers have declared war against the Chosokabe clan. A week, yes, 30k a week. And I'm still losing more than that per week due to tax inefficiency. Okay, so I could try to take this castle from him, but it's really on the edge. I just wanted to declare war on that guy so that I could get the ball rolling on conquest. Now I'm going to go to Mihara Castle. Because if the Miyoshi clan can keep... Actually, I don't know what diplomatic relations are like. I probably should have checked before I declared war, but... Man, I don't care. I got my own plan. I got my own things I'm doing. Like taking this castle. Besiege. Batter down the gates. Do it. Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir. Lead your men in an assault. Go, go, go! Archers, you can stay up on the hill. Keep peppering. Who are they shooting me? Oh, they shooting at me. Ooh. You got it, boys. Alright, now I'm gonna tell the archers to move forward. dead. Looks like they're all dead. Yeah, some good ways to make money in this game. In the early game, looting, beating people up and selling them to ransom brokers, or caravan stuff too. I guess like you could be a trader, like you could find out like trade prices and stuff. Like there's more than one way to do it, but like you can even raid villages. But like, what do the villagers do? You know, like leave them alone. Wow, that's the good way. What's the bad way? The bad way would be like raiding villagers, raiding villages and like taking their stuff. You know, you can capture enemy lords and hold them for ransom, which I don't mind doing that because like those guys aren't innocent in all this. You know, especially if they're warmongers. You know, like if they're just going around screwing up life for peasants, why would I have any part of that? So the villagers are the reason that this game can even happen, you know? Without the villagers, nothing would be produced, towns wouldn't exist, villagers wouldn't village, you know? That's why I think, you know, I try not to mess with them. Because some of my party members, like William, they even, like, detest, like, leave the villagers alone, what the villagers do, you know? I prefer you leave them out of it, and it's like, that's valid. I'll just walk up to the head of the clan and be like, yo, I'm at war with you now. And he's like, why? And it's like, because I fucking said so, that's why. You said that was a good way. Oh, it's a good way to make money. Doesn't mean it's morally justifiable, slavery, you know what I mean? Hello, Beef and Storm, welcome, buddy. I gotta go to the top of this tower. War has been declared. I have defeated the leader of the chosokabe clan in combat, but he managed to escape, which happens. But I'm just gonna roll around, and right now I'm taking one of their castles. He's the only one. How you doing, feller? Lovely day, isn't it? Lovely day for a siege in medieval Japan. Listen, I was totally gonna shoot that guy. Beast bullying people again in games. I'm only bullying the warmongers. I'm only bullying generals. I'm not bullying villagers. Innocent villagers that didn't do anything wrong. But yes, how are you, Bunny? Alright. Done. Access the items on the ground. Doot, doot. If it's under 200 gold, I'm not taking it. That's my new threshold. My lord, we have taken Mihara. Do you want to award it to one of your vassals? I should probably give it to one of them. This guy's got a castle, 7 villages. 1 castle, 2. 1 castle, 3. This guy's indifferent. You really should give it to people who are, like, indifferent. Or, let's see. Takigawa and Lord Nero. Lord Takigawa, Lord Nero. Lord Nero. He has a brother who is part of the Nanbu clan. Interesting. I am well just messing with beef again. Of course, of course. What else is new? This is interesting. So, if I could get him into the clan, that would actually be pretty baller because he has no fiefs, you know, and what am I going to do? Reward a fief to somebody who, you know, whatever. So, because he has a brother who's already in my clan, which means that he's less likely to defect, in my opinion. You actually can't see this stuff because the chat window is blocking what it's saying. Renown, 250, that determines how many troops he can field in combat. Controversy is like, is he raiding villages? Is he fucking with peasants? Is he a warmonger? You know what I mean? Like, has he just tried to start wars for no reason? He has no feasts. He has nothing to his name at all, and he is suspicious toward you. Because, we're not on good terms. You know, he's like, I'm leery of this guy because, you know, I don't really know him, I don't really trust him. So. And then the other guy was Lord Taki something. Takigawa. Excuse me. He does have family, Lord Sakuma, who already has some castles, Gifu and Chita. So if I wanted him to come over, I would probably have to offer him something good. Be my guess. But that's just a guess. I got a pin. I'll be fine. So what I'm gonna do, good freaking push. Thank you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down the names of these guys. My pen would work. There we go. Sakuna, Lord Sakuna, and Lord, what was that guy's name? Takigawa. No, that's how I found out. It's really cool because it has this back and forward, which I'm also blocking with the chat thing. Because then I can go, oh, who was that guy I was just talking about? This guy. Tanagashima. Tanagashima. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my wife, or to anybody, and be like, hey, are you interested in this castle? Because those are the only two people that are suspicious. Oh, also, check out the name of this, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You want to know what? You want to know what the name of this lady is? Oh my god. But one of those guys already has a castle. But I'm going to try to bribe them into coming over to my clan until later. But those are the only two guys that are indifferent. But everybody else seems to be cooperative, or at least welcoming, because I at least, like, they might have family members that are also part of this clan. Like Lord Niwa. If I go to Lord Niwa, starts with an N. What? He's the Lord of Tamana and Yatsushiro. But as you can see, Lord Sasa is his brother. So Lord Niwa and Lord Sasa are both members of the Demon Slayers. That's why they're cooperative. That's why they're welcoming. Because, like, oh, you gave my brother a castle? I like that. You know? Gross. Her name is Gross. You gave my brother a castle? I like that. But other people are going to be like, hey, you didn't give my brother a castle. I don't like that. You know, it's nice to sort of keep it in terms of, like, the family. So, he has Lord Kuroda, his father-in-law, who is a vassal of the Amako clan. So, Lord Yamana is his father-in-law, who is also a member of the Amako clan, the Lord of Totori. I'd like to be on good terms with the Amako clan, you know, because they have some good vassals. He's got 757 renown. He's got 1187, although he does have a little controversy. That's not great. But he doesn't have any fiefs. So, Kuroda. Alright. Like, I want to defer. Like, I want to just not give it to anybody yet. But I don't want to have it to myself because I have 8 towns, 6 castles, 6 villages. That's way too much. I could take counsel of my vassals. And they gave 1400 gold. Vassal has no garrison. So, but there is 48 dudes in it because I don't know. I don't know why. There's 48 dudes in it. What I could do is wait for the rest of the clan members to show up here. Then we make a move on Matsuyama. Or I wait for a clan member to show up and I tell them, hey, just hang out in this castle for a bit until things settle down. Because right now I would think, oh, dude, you just pissed us off, right? Like, that's probably what this guy's coming over here to do. He's got 205 people in his party. And now he's running away. Your fame runs before you. Great Lord chosokabe may have fallen for your tricks, but if you fight me, you'll find a much more slippery foe. Ooh, I'm so scared. Yeah, Lady Mayo. I should have married her. just to mess with people. All right, surrender or die. Lead your troops. We were fighting on boats. Like, since both of our people were on boats, it's just kind of now a race to climb to the top of this hill. We got 67 versus their 59. But as you can see, we have a lot more infantry and cavalry than we do. A lot more infantry and cavalry than actual archers. 24 infantry, 26 cavalry, 17 archers. So it's going to be mostly a melee. But that's not that bad. Especially if they get to the top of the hill before we do. But I'm just going to tell them, hey, everybody, you can leg it. The other troops actually have a semblance of formation, though. Good for them. And I'm going to put my archers on top of the hill. Right here. Trying to pull some type of flank on them. As you can see, going over the top of this hill is not a good time. I got you, buddy. Oh. Nice work, cavalry. Ooh, that's my own soldier. All right, infantry. Regroup, men. Ones and threes. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Charge! Yeah! Anticlimactic. Ooh, in the face. Yeah! Your ass is mine, boy. Ooh. Yarr. Oof. Yeah, we did it, lads. I'm covered in blood, but hey, it do be like that. Nice. Your casualties. We lost 3 men, 17 wounded. We killed 126 of them. There's now 267 versus 78. Thank you, Storm. Thank you, Bunny. Yay! Lead your troops. Alright, men. Once again. But the battle advantage is much more in our favor. Making my way downtown, walking fast, phases pass and I'm homebound. Cause I need you, ba-na-na-na-na-na. I miss you, and I see you. I don't remember. I don't think that's the order in which that happened, but If I could fall into the sky, you think time could pass me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. I always think of Terry Crews too. You want some, eh? If you want some, I'll give it to you. Yeah, get him. Get him, boys. That's an enemy troop. Got him. What a fucking bloodbath. Like, we literally just killed 40 of them, and now there's only 25 left. None wounded is crazy. Kerchow. Lightning McQueen, baby. I want to learn that song on piano, but oh my god, it sounds like it'd be so hard. Like, not only sounds like, looks like too. Like I've looked at somebody play it on the piano, and I'm like, bruh. Ow. But what am I always telling people? You know, you gotta fucking practice if you want to get better at something, you know? Consider myself a master. Jesus! I consider myself almost a master at this game, because I put so many hours into it. But even then, I'm not even that good at, like, you know, one-on-one combat. Before the stream started, I was doing tournaments, and I wasn't even winning all of them. Yeah! Once again, boys. Good work. Okay. Access the items on the ground. See, that's worth $1,000. Come on. Alright, yep. Not $200, I'm not taking it. Okay. 2 lords down. We could try to make a move on Matsuyama, but this, yeah, you're more of a strategist than a fighter. Right. And I'm not offended by that. Like, I could be, you know? I could be all like, oh, what do you mean by that? You know? But I don't really. No. No. My recruiter. You get away from him. You sons of. You better run. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a billy of tea. Surrender or die. And like, I kind of wish there were naval battles. Because what is this? You know? That's the backbone of a successful military, right? But I try to be on the front lines for my soldiers. Because that's the thing about this game, is you don't have to be good at fighting, you know? Like, take Call of Duty, for instance. I know it seems like I'm trying to, like, validate my abilities as a gamer by what Storm is saying, you know? I was going to say, how could you get offended? I basically said, you got more brain than brawn. Exactly. Like, that makes you a great leader, right? Like, I want to be on the front lines, and even if I do go down, I want to go down before my soldiers go down. Which has nothing to do with intellect or strength. That's more about, like, morality. And these are just dudes in a video game, you know? They're just pixels, but I still care about them. My shit kept caught on my shit kept my shit kept catching on fire when I was playing Stronghold Crusader, and I wanted to keep giving up. Yeah! Ones and threes here, put the twos here. Because this game is, like, very much based in the realm of strategy. Like, it's not like Call of Duty where it's just, oh, go run around, kill people. Not that that means you have to have strategy when it comes to that, but, like, there's more to it than just, oh, run around, try to kill people. You're trying to conquer Japan, there's more than one way to go about doing it. You could just take castle by castle, or you could, like, hey, I want to try to get this lord on my side because, you know, these guys are family members, you know? Where does brawn get you? Ow! In my face! flank him. Gotta flank him. He's gonna shoot me. Got a gun. Can't fucking see, dog. Nighttime sucks. I have not really seen any fighting game that does not require strategy. This is true. Like I grew up playing and watching real-time strategy, but also first-person shooters. So I think this is a good blend of, it's a role-playing game, for one. For two, it has first-person, you know, perspective. It's got angles of, you know, first-person whatever. Yeah, but it's not, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. Alright, but we did get some soldiers veteran, what's to call it? If they're elite soldiers, I'm tempted to take them. Or if they're at least samurai, you know, but like Oda Gunner or Oda Samurai Archer, I might take the officer though. And the veteran skirmishers and the mounted retainer. And the Samurai Archer, maybe. Pirate Warrior would be pretty good. I am more of a fighter in this game. Combat looks too slow for me to enjoy. Gotcha, gotcha. It has its moments. No. Alright, I think that's enough troops. Done. Access. Nani? That is a chipped Mino Nagamaki with 142 reach. Hey, it's pretty good. Alright. That was in the middle of the ocean. I'm gonna make a quick pit stop at Hiroshima to drop off some stuff. Well, to sell some stuff. Goods merchant. There's chicken. I could use that chicken. Dried river fish. Could use more of that. Why do I have soy sauce? I was gonna bring that back to my larder. Wait, I am at my larder. I'm more of a fighter too. I mean winning. Wait. Okay, but it's still fun watching you losing. I mean winning. Well, like even when I lose, you know, it's not a big deal. Because my troops can still fight for me. It's not like when I lose in a tournament and it's like, ah shit, I just lost, you know? Chicken, I just bought tofu. I will take the dried river fish. Options, turn the music down just a wee. Alright, then I'm gonna go to the castle. I gotta talk to my wife. More of a fighter too. I like to be on the front lines. I think that's why I like COD as much as I do and Far Cry. I don't really play shooting much. I like fantasy games where I can be a tank, or I like to play support. But you do like a team element, you know what I mean? Like, or not just that, but like, because you can play games by yourself, but like, the idea of a tank sort of denotes this idea of, like a class that you would play. No, I play solo, right. But, in terms of playstyles, that's totally valid too. I don't do teams, right? Let's take inventory of our household possessions. And we hardly used any food. Soy sauce, cabbages. Like, we only used 25 sake. That's nuts. 35 tofu. We shall speak later, my wife. My wife. I could also. I do mostly campaign on mine. I do enjoy multiplayer for COD sometimes. People can be too much on there. It's funny, I think, because I don't do teams, but I like playing as a team base class. I see. Well, I don't really know what Storm's talking about. I kind of know what Bunny's talking about in terms of you can enjoy a game, but not the people who play it. No? I think that's fair. But the only shooting game I really play is Destiny 2. See, I wouldn't even really call this a shooting game, though. You know, like it's more of like a strategy role play. It's not even really a shooter, because like, what does it take to be a shooter? Having guns, or is it first-person perspective? You know, a team-based class. Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't do teams, but I like playing as a team-based class. Right, like support class, basically. You know, like I used to love playing as a medic. You know, just running around. Like when I play Battlefield, that's what I did. Run around and try to medic as many people as I can. I'll BRB. All right, buddy. I gotta rinse out my cup anyway, so I'm gonna put up the peace sign real quick. Okay. Yeah, I was actually wondering that too. If Pick was gonna come back. It says it's just Bunny, Rava, and Storm. Those are the only people it says it's here. Hi, Rava. Yeah, I was wondering that. Okay. There are 288 people at Hiroshima. I do have 50 villagers from Aki, and I'm about to have more villagers showing up. But I can only really take 50 with me right now. I could at least talk to my army recruiter about bringing more recruits here to Hiroshima. You can see that stuff. What stuff? Let us inspect the treasury. 208,000. Thank you. Want to talk about something else? Nothing. I just wanted to check the documents. Army inspector. Talk about recruits and training. Recruit new soldiers from the Ryuzoji 50. Yes. Shimazu 50. Yes. Already recovered maximum number. Who is in chat? You can see that stuff? Yes, I can. Well, now it says it's per gi underscore ZG Rava Storm, but not Bunny anymore. So there's 5 people. In terms of 5 viewers is what it says. But I don't know how it like keeps track of viewers, because I think it might be saying that like, because Bunny was literally just here talking, and now it says that Bunny's not here. But yeah, I can see who's in chat. Well, I think it's measured by like, it says you're here because you're typing in chat. It says, I don't know why it said Rob was here, probably because my volume was on. But yeah, that's just what it says is, I have 5 viewers, but in terms of users, it says that there's, now it just says Rava, Storm, Stream Elements, Nightbot, and me. I think that might be accounting for the 5 people. But anyway, odd. I know. But I try not to pay too much attention to the viewer count, because it's just gonna drive me insane. Like, trying to figure out when people are watching, when people aren't watching, that kind of thing. I think I'm just gonna pull 50 men out of here and take it to this garrison at Mihara. I'd like to make a move on Matsuyama, though. Why would he be traveling to Asol? He's going to Aso this way? That's crazy. I should have just done Ryuzoji recruits then, I guess. Like, why would he be going in the middle of enemy territory? It doesn't make any sense. Got any more recruits? No? Okay. Am I able to put a link in chat? Yes, yes you can. I always allow links. 50 more recruits have been brought to Hiroshima. This guy's running from this dude's party. Let's get physical. Okay. Okay, so Storm, that's a better idea, right? When you want me to do an exercise, post the link, and I can watch it, you know, and be like, all right, what's this about?
Dead bugs. Legs up at 90 degrees, arms straight up, low back pressed into the ground, and we're extending opposites.
Okay. Okay. Dead bugs. That's a really interesting name for an exercise. Dead bugs. Okay. Ah!
Dead bugs. Legs up at 90
Legs up at 90. Arms straight up.
Low back pressed into the ground.
Low back against the ground, and then it's... Okay. How many reps do I gotta do, Storm? 10? That'd be my guess. It's why I put it in the redeem, because I've never heard of it. Right, and I would have never known it either. If you told me, hey, can you do some dead bugs? I'd be like, what? What are you talking about? 1 minute? Can I do 10 reps, bro? 1 solid minute of nothing but that? Either a minute or 10 reps. Well, how do you measure a rep? Is it... Well, I guess you would measure a rep by being like both arms. When you do an arm, one leg, then that would be a rep, but I can try to do it for a minute. Okay, well, I've just never done it before, so I'm kind of nervous. How to make my room. No, it's not. Not gonna suck. Okay. Headphones are gonna have to go off my head. Oh, a minute, 5 seconds. Way I can actually start it. Get okay. Legs at 90, back against the ground. Arms opposite. Back at 90. It's hard to sort of like wrap your head around. One arm up in the air. Okay. Not that bad. Trying really hard not to lower my right hand. It's starting to get to me. One more. Alright. Oh, that was not that bad. Oh, man. See you in a minute. It looks fun, I'm gonna try it as well. Psh, giddy up, buddy. I'm glad. See, it's almost like I can be an inspiration. To, kind of. Like, let's exercise together, you know? Let's do some reps together, you know? Whew. And then, 1 more hour, huh? 1 more hour. We'll, jog this morning. I went for a jog this morning and, yep. Tight. Ah. I also have a whole ass weight bench downstairs, but I don't know how I'd be able to get you guys to see those reps without, like, I don't know, GoPro recording it. But that wouldn't be something you could see live. Okay. I say we strike now. At Matsuyama. Then we'll make our way around. After we take Matsuyama, we take these two castles, Kochi, and then Muroto. And then the chosokabe clan will be no more. I forgot they had this city though. I thought they only had Kochi. Siege the town. Do it. Hara has been besieged by Lord Yoshida of the chosokabe clan. Well, that sucks. Good thing I didn't give it to anybody, though. Alright. If we can do this in one assault, we take it. Alright? So I have to play this real careful, like. It does well for the legs, the exercise. Yes, it does. That's why, like, I did it, and I was like, man, my legs feel really tight. I'm gonna stretch those out. Feed your men. Salt. I don't know about this one, fellas. Oh, we got this. We got this. Yeah. Very good work, man. Kill those archers! I got shot. Alright, twos. I think we got them all. Let's go ahead and charge. Yar! Yar! Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Oh, reinforcements are incoming. Perfect. We can just hold off here. So reinforcements get to us. We'll be alright. Suppose we should just wait here in the choke point then. In fact, yes, our men are already almost here. Everybody charge. Take the gap. Maybe we can make it to this gap. Freeze. Follow me. No, wait. Follow me. No. Follow me. I don't know how I blocked that, but okay. Oh god, go, 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 go! If we can just wait right here, our archers might be able to take care of him for the most part. Guess they could shift over a little bit. Go, men. Our archers will lay down suppressing fire. I really hate getting stuck in these castles, man. Because enemies just respawn right on top of you. Come on, boys. Get in there. Reinforcements are inbound. I'm gonna pull back. One last push, men. They're almost down. Oh. I've been defeated. Come on, men. You've got this. We lost 8 morale, but we gained 9 morale. 5 of our men killed, 41 of our men wounded. In terms of our allies, they had 23 killed, 76 wounded, but we managed to kill 219 and wound 13. That was about a third of the garrison. So as you can see right now, the garrison's only 464. So that was a bloody battle. What we're going to do is we have an enemy party of 210 riding toward us that we're going to take out.
It's almost harvesting season.
Very well. No, I'm not going to bother you. I will bother you, though. Surrender. 472 versus their 210. We're going to lead our troops. Have pretty good mixed group troops. The enemy is over yonder. It looks like they're advancing quickly. We're going to put archers on top, infantry in front. Cavalry can follow me as per usual. We'll take the right flank. Now we're going to take the left flank. We got a lot more infantry than everything else, though. We will utilize that. Cavalry are more for a distraction, shock. But I wanted the left flank because there's a huge thicket of trees over there. Whereas if I can attack from this side, I'd be a lot better. But I want to wait until they're, like, down in the valley. Or we just use infantry. I think that's a better idea. Infantry, go ahead and charge. I will keep luring with cavalry this way. Hiding, if you will. But the infantry should smash into their archer division. Enemies have arrived. Now we hammer an anvil. Infantry in the front, cavalry in the back. Ow. Oh. Oh my. Knocked out again. Right before the finish line, too. 4 renown, 3 morale. 455 against our 110. Everyone, you know what to do. Everybody follow me for now. Looks like they are taking a defensive position up on the hill. Or they may just be aligning themselves, but if I were them, I'd take a defensive position as best I could. I wouldn't charge. Indeed, they are positioning themselves for defense. BRB, real quick, off to get food. Sounds good, buddy. I'll be here. Oh, jeez. Dude got knocked off his horse. That wasn't the dude that needed to get killed, though. Well, he's dead now, whoever he was. Infantry, advance. Good work, everyone. Just gonna. Okay. Hired guard, Atomo skirmisher, almost archer. I think I'll just take the hired guards. No, I have 280 dudes. I'm good. I suppose if I did take them, I'd be able to like add to my garrisons wherever. Spirited Miyako Horde. Okay. Oh. It said that this wasn't under siege anymore, which I believe. Maybe that guy who had the 200 people in his party broke off. Third and 9. We go back to Mima. Or tell these men to station themselves at Mihara. Wait there to replenish. Yes, my lord. A new task for you. Go to Mihara. Right? Yes, Mihara Castle. Just beg my leave. And then Lord Konchi. I have a new task for you. Go to Mihara. Just beg my leave. Terrible morale for the chosokabe. I wonder why. Villagers from Shikushu, I guess? Like 50 of them. Over to that garrison. Guess I could take just a loose handful of, you know, bullshit troops too. Not that guy though. Ihara Castle. And Storm wants me to hydrate. Got it, buddy. Let me go get some water. I will be right back. Put up the sign. At this point, I'd be remiss if I didn't put the sign up there. Be right back. And Storm says, I have returned, but I'm going up now, so I won't be back. Okay. And I also saw that after I hydrated, so there we go. But I appreciate the hydrate, Storm. Just close out that on dead bugs. Good exercise, though. To the game. Takahara. $24,000. It's not the normal 30,000. Some village. Got 6 left. Either way. It's from Akitakata Nun. Where's that? That right there. I wonder why. Maybe it got intercepted on the way back to here. Don't know. Garrison. 1 hired gunner. Okay. And now we have 175 in the garrison. And my troops are beginning to replenish. Go to the Lord's Hall. I have new tasks. Follow me. No longer will we wait here. Onishi supports himself. Lord Omura. Lord Konishi. The battle advantage is 3. Last time it was 0. Oh god, we're getting ripped apart. Ugh. Jesus. These chosokabe are deadly, man. Oh my, okay. What the heck? At least we didn't have to call for reinforcements. At least new enemies came out before our reinforcements came out. I was honestly wondering. Well, back again. Like, if we could get these guys, that'd be great. Ooh, timing. And reinforcements have arrived. So we're gonna keep thinning down the front gate. Except now these infantry are moving on to the main castle, which is not good because our infantry, I told them to sit still right there. So I'm gonna back out. We lost 3 morale. That's okay. We only killed 49 men. But I'm gonna do it again. might just tell some of my men to hold back here until we can thin out some of those archers. Because the second that my men do clear out the infantry, they just get ripped apart by the archers. So, I think it would be better. Just hung back for a little bit, instead of charging right across the gap. Kind of peppering them. Then we'll move forward. Because even I'm not immune. I'm less likely to get shot back here. The second I step into that courtyard, I'm more likely to get hit. And if I can do this, my troops might get hit instead of me. You know, like I'm kind of like breaking the pathfinding of the enemy archers. They can't really get a beat on me if I'm running in between my men, because then they're gonna think, oh, should I hit that guy? Or they might hit that guy instead of hitting me. Ow. Doesn't work all the time though. 16 damage. Now that we've thinned out the enemy a bit. By which I mean killed at least 22 of them. "23. Come on, boys. Smash. knocked out again. The reinforcements just arrived. I'm gonna pull back. As soon as I get knocked out, I'm gonna pull back. 1 killed, 15 wounded. 5 killed, 17 wounded. Killed 109. It's not as good as killing 200, but, you know, it wasn't a full frontal assault. But the last time was. Do it. Not looking good. Already not looking good. Ow. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it across the bridge. Oh, Storm's back. How goes the fighting? I could go better. And it's going. Case in point. Damn. That's nice to hear. What's nice to hear that it could go better? Reinforcements have arrived. I guess that's good, right? Not a lot of archers in here yet, because there's spearmen pouring around the corner. They might meet at the gate here, which is not the best place, but also it's better than, I don't know, I don't even know anymore. My companions might get knocked out from this. Maybe. New enemies have arrived. Still mostly spearmen. Where is he going? This spot is pretty limited on the amount of archers that can hit my troops, I think. So if we can get him here at this choke point, that'll be good. Because they can't really flank here. It's kind of narrow, you know? Although they could flank on my glob, but it looks like we're flanking them now. Reinforcements have arrived. Thinking about backing out. And I can probably still take out a couple, like these guys, but these guys are gonna get slaughtered in the next assault. They can beat these guys here, but they can't beat anybody past that. These guys coming up right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull back. We lost 7 morale, but gained 6. 12 killed, 25 wounded, 13 killed, 37 wounded, only killed 112. We're gonna abandon the siege. They only have 275 soldiers in there now, though. Not bad. I'm pretty sure members of my party... Yeah, William's wounded, so we can't even start the siege again, even if we wanted to. Because he's our sieger, and our morale is below average. Probably because we're taking so many L's. I could tell them to raid villages in the hopes of driving out the generals. Lord Wanishi, go raid around Toon. I have a new task for you. Or never mind. I want to ask you something. What are you and your men doing? We're accompanying me. I must attend to this before I worry about the affairs of the domain. Okay. A task for you. Raid around the village of Toon. Take my lead. Then... Shoo. Lord Amura. Shoo. Take my leave. I gotta drop off some troops. The Satake offered me a peace agreement. Accept. Scheisse. This is gonna be a tough one, boys. See him over there. That stinks. At least I got bullets. Ugh. That's right. I reload my matchlock. Alright, man. Infantry. And archers, you can go ahead and fire at my command. Everyone, fire at my command. Damn, archers got me. Haha. That's funny to you, Storm. Something amuses you. bows are faster than old guns. Well, samurai archer took me out, I think. Yeah. Gunners are good too, though. Although I feel like sometimes I do get knocked out more by archers than gunners. Sometimes. Because I don't find myself bitching about guns, you know, being like, "Duh." That's the appeal, though. Like, you're next. Old guns take forever to load by the looks of things. They do. You definitely can shoot bows a lot faster. It's just, I think, in my mind, guns are better at, like, doing more damage. And I don't think it's like they're more accurate or anything. Because, I don't know, sometimes over a distance the gunners are better off because their projectiles don't sink as much. So it's like they have more range, but, 219 against their 120. I actually have my whole kit this time. Looks like they're charging again. What are these guys thinking? Like, first the gunpowder, then the bullet, then pressing it down, then loading the trigger, then aim and fire. Absolutely. It does take a while. But what it definitely did, though, is it took skill out of the equation. A bow is arrow out, on string, aim, fire, right? It's just range, you know? It's range and experience, because you don't need to know what you're doing to shoot a gun. I mean, you don't have to load it, you know what I mean? But it's just, get a bunch of guns, get them in the hands of people. Not like a bow and arrow, where it's like, that requires more skill. Height for arrows. I think a lot of my archers already used up all of their ammo. I have seen movies and games with thousands of arrows raining down from such a distance. Well, like, there is a limit, like, in terms of range for, well, both bows and guns, you know what I mean? But they fall, they get the speed and power from. Yeah. Oh yes, and as they fall, they get the speed and power from, right? They just sort of pick up more and more terminal velocity, you know? Or that's not the right term I'm looking for, but you know what I'm trying to say. They get faster and faster. I'll throw things. Whereas bullets, they can't speed up when they left the gun. Right. I think a bullet's at its fastest once it leaves the gun, and then everything after that is, you know, downhill. Yay! Did it. There's 20 troops left. Got it. You turned up just in time. I'm back. Welcome back, Bunny. And we have successfully helped out our comrade so that he didn't get killed. Gunshu is still being raided. I'm gonna tell Lord Konishi to go ahead and keep following me. Actually, no, I must beg my leave. I'm tempted to besiege this again. Why would you exit the city and run away? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, there is 95 of them here. I thought that would be more dangerous. But if I can actually split them up, that would be better. Yeah. Because I feel like the reason we're doing so poorly in the sieges is because we have to do them with our allies. Like, when they accompany us, they have their shitty troops mixed in. No offense to them, but it's also just like, dude, I'm fielding the best units here. You know? Hatamoto. The guys that are getting paid like 40 bucks. Do you know what I mean? Oh, but Bunny, how was your thing? Whatever you did, you know? I know. You said you had to go. Where did you go? Without me trying to be nosy, you know what I mean? Like, did you have fun? Doing whatever it is you had to do? You can be nosy, it's okay, and not at all. Like, it didn't go well? You did not have fun. That is my interpretation of what you were saying. That it was not a good time. It's just something you gotta do. Maybe. You are correct. It was not fun. Ah, I see. Well, you gotta work today? And if so, what time? I gotta go to therapy soon. In an hour. But I probably should make myself a nice breakfast, you know? Breakfast with beef, you know? Maybe. You little bagger. Yeah, because my tummy's rumbling. I gotta eat something. Yay. Lord Kuwana. I guess I should be nice to this guy. Lord Yoshida is his father. And 100 controversy. Ugh. Lord Kira is his brother, 0 controversy. I should let this guy go. When you are finally defeated, I will request your death to be swift and merciful, unless that is you care to join us. Goodbye for now. Okay. Achi. But yes, welcome back, Bunny. I'm glad you made it back. Thank you for the welcome back. Of course. I think that's a good stopping point, though. I'm gonna try to find someone to raid real quick, without ending the stream. Yeah, anybody have any recommendations for people to raid? NBD if you don't have anybody. You can always try to find somebody new.
Wow, dude.
Another dude's actually playing this game. Hell yeah. Sire O is his name.
Dude, come on. What the hell hit me?
We're gonna raid this guy real quick. Same game.
The guy hit me once.
But yeah,
Nice, come on.
we're gonna raid him. I'm gonna make some breakfast, but I really appreciate everybody being here. He's not playing the same mod as me though. I think he might be playing vanilla, maybe diplomacy, but we'll find out. See y'all later. Stay safe out there. Don't you dare go hollow, and I'll see y'all on the next one.